There it go. Yep. Oh, still got it. Yeah. I don't miss. I don't miss. Now but I shoot that 1911 with the 45 ACP. I'm telling you, you don't miss when you got that now. Okay. So, what you need to
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Newest Gun Guy, used to be the Newest Gun channel on YouTube. Thanks for stopping back in for another Tactical Terry Tip Tuesday, where we bring in our firearm expert to talk about all different kinds of things. And so far we've been talking about newer concealed carry people out there. And today we're going to talk about sights. We've gone over a bunch of different stuff so far. So if you've missed any of those, make sure you head on over to the playlist section, Tactical Terry playlist, and you can find all of those there. And then to not miss any in the future, make sure you subscribe and hit that notifications bell to all so you don't miss any videos from the Newest Gun Guy. And yeah, cool. Hit that subscribe button. Hit it. Give this video a thumbs up. It actually really does help, guys. So make sure you do all of that. So let's go ahead and bring Terry in. Terry, come on. What you know, man? How's it going?
Once again, how we doing,
good,
boy?
Good.
How we doing? Still standing there, see? Still standing. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Did a solid job on it.
All right, man. We're talking about sights today. Sights are a huge thing. People love their sights. Some people are extremely dedicated to their sights. With sights, you know, what kind of sights do you like rolling with? What sight? You know, night sights, red dots. You know, standard sights. What all do you like?
Now, let me tell you something. When the man knows a little something, the man knows a little something now. Okay. There's plenty of different sights out there. There's a ton of different sights, a ton of different brands. Once again, though, you ain't needing to spend a lot of money on them now. Don't be spending all this money. Everybody going out here and getting all this money now. Don't be doing that now. Just keep that hard-earned money. It's hard to come by. It don't grow on trees, don't you know? It might grow in them or on them somewhere, but they ain't grow on them. Right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And picking up what I'm putting down now. All right. The thing is, as long as you can practice all the time, with it, son. You just practice like that. You just pull it up and woo, there it go. Yep. Oh, still got it. Yeah. I don't miss. Now but I shoot that 1911 with the 45 ACP. I'm telling you, you don't miss when you got that now. Okay. So, what you need to do here? Is it don't matter what you got. Don't matter what you got. None of it matters. Some ain't no secret to it. Alright, it don't matter.
Okay, Terry. Alright, bud. To an extent, I kind of agree with Terry. Some come with really good sights. You know, we're going to talk about night sights here soon, and one of the guns that we have here actually came with night sights on them and stuff. Here recently, though, I have moved over to the red dot crew. You know, that's what I like so far. I knew first time I ever shot a red dot, it was on an AR, and I immediately knew. I said, now I see why everyone likes these 4 pistols. Because I realized that I would be so threat focused, I'd be so focused on a threat that I really wouldn't be able to efficiently look at my sights and get my sight picture the way I would want it and to get an extremely accurate shot. But with a red dot, you're good. Like, you can be extremely threat focused and throw your gun up and present, and you be able to see that dot while you're still looking, being threat focused. I know a lot of people kind of laugh about it and they make fun about it. That's fine. It does. But to me, I think it makes my gun look pretty sweet, though. I think it makes it look pretty nice. But I do understand it is a price you have to pay. There's a lot of pros and cons with red dots. There's a ton of videos out there on red dots. We'll probably do 1 or 2 here. But red dots are pretty cool. For the ones that aren't familiar with red dots, this projects a red dot up on this little screen that's on here. You know, we'll probably be rolling some B-roll. It'll put a red dot on it, so you can, and that dot is basically, once you zero it anyways, that dot is where the bullet should pretty much impact with where you zeroed. You know, so if you zero at 10 feet away and you shoot at 10 feet, in theory it should hit that spot right on the dot at 10 feet. Or really close to it if you do your job, right? So Terry, that's dot. Yeah, I mean, it's an extremely newer thing. There's not a ton of people that do it out there, but I realized that as soon as I saw a red dot, I really liked it. Yeah, test it out there, Terry.
Oh, he want me to try it now. All right, you let me see this baby right here. All right, you let me see this baby. All right, let's see this baby. We clear? We clear, boys. We clear. All right, we good in there. All right, so we right there, baby. Go home, son. Let's see this baby. She's very, oh, I don't see it down there though.
Well, there's no dot over there. No, there's not going to
kinda
be a
fancy
dot
here,
over there.
kids.
You're
I
only
don't
going
know
to see it
about
in
this,
that
though.
screen, in that little glass.
Does it come with someone to shoot it, son? You got something so fancy, I might as well come with someone to shoot it. So I can tell you, I don't understand this, y'all kids. Y'all kids want the easy things. The easy things, son. You know, you need to get you something that's got the 3 dots or something like that. Or even better, if you want to be a real shooter, son, don't put no shots on there at all. Son, that's how you learn to shoot right there, son. Later, you learn to shoot with your eyes closed, okay? You go out there to the range, son, and don't worry about the motherfuckers. They just get mad about anything. But if you get out there and you practice with them eyes closed, or with no sights on her. No shots on, son. You get to be able to get a tick off the ceiling right there, son. I got plenty of holes in my ceiling right there, but I hit every one of them.
No.
I one or two.
Okay, do not shoot with your eyes closed unless you are some sort of trained professional or something like that. And use your sight so you actually have some sort of realistic expectation of where the bullet's actually going to land. Doing either one of those is extremely dumb and irresponsible. So will tell you to not do that immediately, all right? And that will be the official word from our channel in case anyone tries to say otherwise. All right, so another thing that we talked about is some guns. He made a point of some guns come a certain way. We have a SIG P365, and it actually came with tritium night sights. They're extremely cool. I'm sure we'll be rolling some B-roll.
Okay,
I haven't played around with them a ton, but they do seem pretty sweet so far. You can go into a really dark room and you can see these night sights spot on. There's a ton of different brands out there that make them, and so just do your own research, find out what works best for you. Now, also another downside is he talks about guns with the way that they come. Here I have a Glock 43 with the beautiful, the amazing standard sights that come with it. I'm sure we'll also roll some B-roll of what they look like. No one's a real fan of these. I learned to shoot quite a bit with the standard Glock sights on it, so I'm pretty decent with them. But I fully understand why most people are not fans of them. But they're not night sights stuff, so night sights gives you that tritium in there glows, so you actually see what in a dark situation. But at the same time, though, if you remember the other tactical terrors we talked about, make sure you have a flashlight so you can identify your threat or identify what it is, because there's nothing worse than I want to make sure everyone out there identifies what is happening before they just go guns a-blazing, right?
I don't know nothing about no night sights now. They sound fancy, they sound nice, but I don't know nothing about them, okay? So here's what we're going to do. You don't need them either, all right? I done told you what you need to do, all right? You don't need, don't even buy, they all come with something on them. All right, just roll with that, son. Just go with something simple. You don't need nothing fancy. I try to tell y'all don't listen, okay? This is what I'm here for, kids. This is what I'm talking about. No extra money, son. They come with the gun. They come with every gun you buy. Every gun you go out there and get, they all got sights on them, okay? Might not be the sights that old Jimmy's got down the street, but they're on there. And I tell you what, they more than likely work. And if they don't work, son, you work on it yourself, son. We're all little fixer-uppers, okay? You do it yourself. You can fix it yourself. You can figure out the problem. I got faith in all y'all out there watching this now. You just listen to old Terry, and you'll figure it out, okay? So, order the regular. It comes with it. You already paid for them. Why'd you go pay for something else? You already paid for them. You don't need anything else. Just get what you got right there. Yeah.
All right. So another some sights that we can also look at are suppressor height sights. Now, what suppressor height sights are is if you have a pistol that has a suppressor on it, those sights are lifted up high enough that you will actually be able to see what you're shooting over top of the can. But also another part, and this is probably the biggest part, also that's why they're called suppressor height sights, because if there's a suppressor or a can or a silencer, whatever you want to call it, if that's on the end of your pistol, then you can see you have a sight picture over top of that can. But another reason, and this is probably the reason that's being used the most anymore, is for red dots. Now, my red dot is put on here with this plate that goes back into the dovetail for the rear sight. And so that's the way that one's set up right now. So we don't actually have suppressor height sights to show you this second. But one thing suppressor height sights give you, if you're running a red dot, for example, then you can co-witness your sight. So you have your regular sight picture that you can look through, and you also have that red dot on there, and then you can kind of double check yourself almost to make sure that you're good for your shot, and your shots are going to land exactly where you want them as long as you do your job, right? So that's a big point of suppressor high sights. They're just lifted up a little bit taller. Now, if you're not running a suppressor or you're not running a red dot, then maybe those, and then there's really not much of a need for suppressor height sights. You can still get them; they'd still work, but there's not much of a need for them at that point.
I don't know nothing about no suppressors, all right, or silencers or whatever you call them. Okay, I don't know nothing about that. Now we grew up, we didn't grow up much, so I don't know nothing about that. Okay, all right, but here's what I do know. Them suppressor height shots. Okay, they get hung up on everything, son. Some of y'all that likes carrying it underneath your breeches and underneath your clothes and stuff, you go to get, so y'all, you just tangled up right there. You done lost the fight. Done lost the fight, son. You just get all tangled up, son. You go to put it back in these holsters y'all love and stuff. Tangled up again, son. You couldn't get it down in there. I tell you, you done messing up with all these. Now I don't know. I can keep telling y'all. I don't know how many times I can keep telling y'all, but y'all ain't listening. Okay? It's what y'all need to do. It's what y'all need to do. I try to tell y'all ain't listening to me. You don't need no special sights. You don't need nothing special. All right, y'all. Here, I'll just go ahead and say this is my final thoughts, because I ain't got much to say on none of this stuff. This is my final thoughts, okay? Final thoughts. I told you last time we're gonna make this a special segment. It's final thoughts, okay? You done paid for them. Keep them. Keep them. You done paid for them. I don't know why y'all want to go out here and spend all this money and keep buying and buying and buying and buying. Unless you buy a 1911, you don't need it, okay? Unless you buy a nice shotgun, you don't need it, okay? Unless you got a hunting rifle, you don't need it. So, you know, everybody going out here and buying all this special stuff. I got a little itch in my arm. I must have got some skeeters or something. All right? You don't need any of that stuff. You done paid for the sights. That's all you need. That's all you need. I don't know why everybody keeps trying to add stuff and do all this stuff. You don't need none of it, okay? You done paid for the sights that are on the gun. That's what you need to use now.
All right, Terry, you can go on ahead. You can go ahead.
Good, because I ain't got nothing to say about this. I done spoke my piece. That's all I'm going to say about it. Okay. All right, y'all take care. Don't spend no more money. I done told you kids. Jeez, Lordy.
All right, guys, make sure you subscribe and hit that notifications bell to all so you don't miss any of the Tactical Terry Tip Tuesdays, where we bring some sort of tip to you every single Tuesday, and hopefully they're not terrible, but you all see what we're working with here. All right, guys, so make sure you subscribe, hit the notifications bell to all so you don't miss any of the videos, any of the truck talks, flip your opinion, whatever it is. Make sure so you don't miss any of those. Have a ton of videos coming up. You know, the list just keeps growing and growing. If you have an idea for Tactical Terry, put them down in the comments, and we'll get that on the list so we can talk about it and get Terry's thoughts on whatever you want to talk about. You know, we're here for you all. All right, guys, so make sure you just do your research with sights, and so you know exactly what you're doing. You know what you're looking for, and you know it's not something that you have to do right at the time that you buy that firearm. You can always do it on the back end later on. All right, guys. So that's going to wrap things up. Twitter and Patreon are down in the description. Newest gun guy for both of those, really. So there's a little cheat code. Ton of other stuff coming up. So love and appreciate you all. And always remember, keep that barrel pointed downrange.
Shut up and sit down.